Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are down in the Blue Mountains, which is in southeast Washington. Today, hoping to capture some winter scenes. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and let's see what kind of winter goodness we can get today. So a couple things that I'm looking for today is I'm trying to find some composition in the woods with the snow still on the pine trees. And as I look around, there's some pretty good shots already that I've seen. Nothing quite yet that I'm going to take a picture of, but I'm definitely excited about what today's going to bring. Been paying close attention to the weather. And it looks like this evening, here in about another 2 hours, the clouds are going to start rolling in. Moreover, we're under a stagnant air warning, which I found in the past, especially here in the Palouse region, is it gives you some really interesting light. So while I wait for sunset, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to go around and see what I can find for a good woodland shot. So I think I found my first composition. It comprises of this dead tree down here with part of the main trunk has fallen down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to drop my pack here because the snow looks pretty deep down there and I don't want to get my back all wet. And I'm going to go ahead and carry down my camera and hopefully get a nice low wide angle shot. I think this might be a pretty cool black and white shot if I can isolate it from the background. So I'm going to go ahead, set you down, get my gear set up, and walk on down there. So with this shot here, I've decided to get low to the ground, and I might make it a black and white shot. I might keep it color, I'm not sure yet, but I had to pull it on the polarizer to really cut down that refraction in the sky. So light's pretty bad right now. Pro tip, never shoot when the sun is directly in your eyeball. But anyway, so I'm shooting at a very, very tight aperture. I'm at f16, and what I've been doing is I've been scouting around here a little bit, but I've been very, very careful not to leave tracks in the snow. I want this snow nice and pristine. So I got my composition lined up. I wasn't able to separate the trees on both the left and right side of this, so I backed off my focal length so I can get both trees on the side, and I'm going to try to use that as a natural frame. Whether it works or not, that remains to be seen. You guys will see it before I do. But yeah, I like this scene, so let's go ahead. Let's get the picture. So I was hiking back up, but I really enjoyed the texture of the snow, and as I was hiking back up, I noticed these old animal tracks that kind of made a crisscross point. So just for funsies, I thought I'd just go ahead and take a shot of it. And with this one, I'm still using a fairly tight aperture. I'm at f13 because the ground is a little uneven. I'm not on a flat plane. And yeah, f13 is probably overkill, but I think the shot will turn out nice and sharp. Yeah, it's a bit minimalist, but you know what? I like it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pack up, and I'm just going to continue hiking down the road, see what other compositions that I can get. So as of now, all I've really been doing was hiking along the Forest Service Road and making little cuts into scenes that I enjoyed. But as I was rounding the corner, I saw deep in the woods that the sun was directly ahead of me, but because the area was forested, we were only getting a sliver of light, which is really giving a great front light to the trees. So I hiked on down here, and I found this neat little scene with just a couple of trees that form a nice little pattern. So hike down here, I set up my camera real quick. I'm shooting at 1/30th of a second. I got the 200 to 5, I'm sorry, I got the 70 to 200 on. I'm right at about 185 mil, and what that's doing for me is it's compressing the scene, giving a little bit more symmetry to the different trees. But I'm also shooting very, very wide open. I'm shooting at f4, which is giving me about a 1/130th of shutter, and what I'm doing is I'm keeping that sky out of the composition because I don't want that light hitting the lens. So just nice little simple scene. Well, I've been stopping around in the woods for a little bit, but I didn't see too much more that I liked as far as composition goes. So I hiked back up here on the main trail, main road, and there's one more place that I would like to get to before the sun goes down. It's 3 o'clock already, which means the sun will start going down in about an hour. We're gonna get into that golden light. So I just want to haul tail up this road and get to our final spot. Well, I reached my general destination, and let me tell you, the views from up here are absolutely beautiful. Right now, I'm looking down at a canyon that is half covered in snow. You know, one side gets all the light to the east. You just don't get the snow to stay there. Then you got this side to the west that's always in shadow, and that will keep your snow. In the far distance you have the Eagle Cap Range, which a couple weeks ago I was down there hiking. I went up to that trip from Maxwell Lake, so I'm gonna spend a little time here and just scout the area and see what we can come up with. But yeah, it's pretty cool out here. So I finally set up the camera. I found a composition that I really like. I'm shooting down the valley here, and we're just getting this spectacular golden light. Didn't get quite as much haze as I thought that we would, but I've been shooting this composition over and over again because the light is changing quickly, fading quickly. So what I'd like to do now is go ahead and set up. I'm shooting about f/16 because I'm using this golden grass as a foreground, and we have a natural leading line down to this little spur where the pine trees are, and the light is fading quickly in the valley, so just kind of got to get the shot now. I'm not going to really do any other shot here. I do like some of the compositions, but the light just not quite right. So yeah, it's been a pretty good little trip. Got to do some snowshoeing. I was in the area last week with my brother. You may have saw some of the posts on Instagram, and that was really kind of just a scouting trip, and everything was kind of planned for coming back today and getting these shots. So, well, the light's now fading quick. It's pretty much over. So that's really going to do it for me. Once again, thanks so much for coming along for the ride. If you like this video, go ahead, give me a like, a share, a comment down below. And until next time, we'll get you on the next one.
Bed made your favorite coat, blanket the cold window, watching the falling snow. Take to the street, tear all the mirrors down.